Hey everyone, this is Lori from Real Cinema Therapy, and today I'm going to talk about Andrew Lincoln's new TV series called Coldwater. It premiered last night in the UK, and there are 6 episodes in this season. It's the first season. I don't know if there'll be a second season, but they kind of leave it hanging at the end, so I think it's possible they could make a second season. It's not available in the United States yet. I'm not sure when they're going to release it, but I was able to watch it, and I can tell you, I think it's really, really good. Andrew Lincoln, it's interesting. His British accent, you could barely hear it in this series. He plays an Englishman. Everybody around him has an accent except for him. You know who he sounds like? Rick Grimes. Believe it or not, he sounds like Rick Grimes, which is really strange. But I think it's done deliberately because they want to please the Walking Dead audience, Walking Dead fans. So he does sound like Rick Grimes. It's interesting. The character is different from Rick Grimes, but there are some similarities in his facial expressions and his gestures that definitely remind me of Rick Grimes. I liked it. This is his first series since he left The Walking Dead. So that's interesting. I will not go into all the details here. This particular video is just going to be an overview of the series. I will release a breakdown of all 6 episodes later in the week. So there will be no spoilers here, just a general conversation. There were definitely Easter eggs that were in the series that are callbacks to the original show. There are certain events that are parallel to what happened in The Walking Dead, and even the character's transformation. The way Rick was when The Walking Dead started to where he became after Shane died. There's a similar parallel here where his character starts off as someone who's pretty passive and avoids confrontation. But through knowing his neighbor, he starts to change. So let me give you a little background on the story. Andrew Lincoln plays this guy named John. He's married to Fiona, and they have 2 kids. They live in London. And something happens in London that is a very traumatic event for John. And he and his wife decide they're going to move to Scotland to start a new life. And they move to this town called Coldwater. Now, his wife is a food critic, food writer. She has a high-powered job. She supports the family, while John is a stay-at-home dad. So his job is to take care of the kids and oversee things. You could see that they're having some marital issues. There are problems between them. But then John becomes friends with his next-door neighbor, this sinister guy. And there's something going on with this person. But, something happens there as well, and John is traumatized. And he reaches out to this neighbor for help. And then the story just goes from there. But the neighbor is not a good guy. And he gets John involved in all kinds of things. John has a lot of trauma, a lot of PTSD. He has recurring nightmares about things that happened. John is struggling right now. So it's really interesting to see John's progression as the story goes on. We can see how John becomes stronger and stronger. And it's like this dynamic between Rick and Shane. It's very interesting. And I see it play out here. So anyway, that's just my brief introduction to Coldwater. Again, it's currently playing in the UK, and it just came out, I believe, yesterday. All 6 episodes released at once, so people are probably binge watching it. I binge watched it. I watched the whole thing in one day, and like I said, I really like it, and I highly recommend it. So I will come out with a more detailed video sometime later this week, and I'll break it down for you. So thanks for watching. Please leave your comments below and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you in the next video soon.